also known as Katy.
And I'm her sister, Jonita Sharpe. Started Back Alley Jazz. It was an idea by Norman Teague, from Norman Teague and Flo Wilson. And they contacted Zinja, who's our neighbor on 73rd and Paxton. So Zinja contacted the neighbors and asked them to come over for a meet and greet. And they presented the idea of Back Alley Jazz to us. I liked the idea. I liked the sound of it. It sounded like something that I thought we could do. I actually volunteered her yard.
Yes, she did.
I just volunteered the yard, and that was the start of it. And got other neighbors to join in and volunteer their yards as well.
And once she volunteered the yard and told me what they were trying to do, I was driven. I was like, yeah, this sounds like something we can do, something that would be great for the community. I was all in.
The community coming out, the neighborhood coming out, seeing people. We have events where we've had neighbors that we haven't seen in 20, 30 years that come back for it.
Yes.
And it's like a reunion. It's a block party, it's a party, it's just community
and family.
And family, yeah.
Family. This was the first Back Alley Jazz that we did. And we were given this book by, was it Olivia?
Olivia Janelle.
Olivia Janelle. She made these books for the families that participated, in the event, and as a way to say thank you and to give us something to remember the event by. And this is my family, my daughter and my sisters, and that was in our yard. Yes. And it just showed all the events that went on that day, as far as, the people coming out and doing the artwork and some of the artists, We had a guy that was on these stilts. I loved him. He was wonderful, but it was different artists and 4 different yards.
Our yard was overflowing.
Yes, it was.
Been here in the neighborhood for over half a century.
Yes.
My family.
Yeah.
And it was always such a sense of community when we were younger. So to be able to bring that back, to replicate something that we did 50 years ago, was what spurred me to want to do Back Alley Jazz. Because it's like, it felt good. And it brings a good feeling to the neighbors, to the neighborhood. As I said, it's not just people on the block. It's
Right.
miles away. The first one, we had people from Skokie, Oak Brook. I mean, we had people from other suburbs coming to the event.
Yeah.
I think it was over 600 people
Yeah, it was over 600.
converged on our block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so wonderful, and it felt so good. The children were running in the streets and playing hopscotch and
Yes.
making buttons
and posters, and
so.
even though they hear a lot of things about what goes on in South Shore, there's still a lot of families that feel, have feeling of camaraderie in the neighborhoods, in our neighborhoods, that we still have a lust for, a desire for everybody to get together and have a good time, and we look out for each other. And so and it has a whole lot of beautiful things where people can go and, to the cultural center and, to different, up on the beach and
The
just
neighborhood gardens. We have neighborhood gardens. And, we have, what is the school? It's a school of performing arts.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, they have this negative view of South Shore. It's like, oh, it's so scary over there. And there's so many people that we see walking down the street and they're going, wow, it's so nice over here. It's
beautiful.
Oh, I'd love to live on this block. And we're welcoming. We don't feel like, oh, you shouldn't be over here. Or we don't want you here. We want people to find out that there's art and culture and community
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Definitely.
togetherness,
Yes.
Humanity.
humanity,
Life.
definitely, yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.